Hello there, and welcome back to another Easy as Accounting Software video presentation. I just want to finish off the invoice section. If you have a look on the invoices, what I haven't gone through is down the bottom here of your invoices as you're creating them, you have a select from and an add to icon. What that means is if you're repetitively putting the same information in all the time, but copying the invoice isn't what you need to do. You might be a carpenter and you're forever entering a specific thing. Maybe it's a pack of timber or door locks or something, and you're forever having to write the information in and put the totals in. You don't have to do that. Let's just look here. If I click select from, you'll notice there's nothing in here because we've added nothing to the product list. Right, I'm going to add these two items to the product list. I'm going to go add that to the list. It added that. Add that to the list. It added that. So now, if I came back and created a new invoice, but I'm just going to select one of these other invoices, right? I'm just going to select this that I had previously had. Okay, bad selection because I've copied it. Okay, good on you. Let me select this one. Here you can see there is those particular items don't appear. If I click select from list, it's now got those two items stored and the price that was previously. So you can actually store a price and an item and the item itself for the list. So now if I click select, it's put that in there. How nice is that? There is another one unique feature. No, sorry, there is a feature, but it's not used on the tax invoices. I want to jump back up here and I'll quickly show it anyway. If I click select, here you can set up product codes and categories on your product list, and you can include a product code because when you're ordering products using a purchase order from some suppliers, they want to see a product code. But if there was a product code next to this particular item, okay, product codes are not used on invoices. The product codes are only used on the purchase orders. So if I click select, there's no product code comes up. So if you do use product codes, be aware that only this column and this column will come over. If you don't use them, you're not going to have them turned on. Watch the video to do with purchase orders. We'll give you more information upon that. Okay, I'm going to go through this product list in a minute. Actually, I'll do this now. If we have a look on the main menu, we see an icon called the product list. Right, if I click product list, you can actually enter a whole big list of products that you're currently using. Of course, like I said, you can update that directly from the invoice or from a quote. You can update it from a number of places. You can update this list. As I said, you might want to turn categories on. This means that you can have a list here. You might have 200 or 300 items in this list, and you've got buckets of finding what you're looking for quick. But you can assign a category to this. We haven't got any categories in the system because we haven't done any. I'm going to add a category to the list. Let's say I'm adding this category. I'm going to give it a category of shed fittings. Well, I put a category of shed fittings. I'm going to give another category here, category number 2, category number 3, just so I can show you. We add categories to it. So now we've got categories on our category list. Next to each item, I can put it in a category. Now, if I click shed, see that? It came up and then it tells me that item, see, as you click on it, it tells you which ones are in what categories. See, if I just keep putting in more, oh yeah, it's doing that because of that. So it wants a number in that field, not a letter. So if I click on these, the only one that's coming up in the category is this one. So now I'm going to put this one in the shed category. I'm going to put this one in 2 and this one in 3. So now, if we come to this screen, I'm just going to exit out of that. I'm going to jump back into an invoice as it was a minute ago. If I am in this invoice screen and I want to add, and I click select, and let's say I've got 100 different items here and I'm looking for something, and I happen to know it's in shed fittings, I click shed fittings, and all it does is present back to the screen the shed fittings categories. And I can go, great, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Click select, and it puts it here. That's what the categories are for. I think that that's explained that particular area here. On the products, as I said, you can see how I only turn the categories on. I've turned the product codes off. I can turn product codes on if I want. I can have product codes off. As I mentioned before, the product codes are only used for the purchase orders. When you watch the purchase order video, you understand more about that.